My little buddy's not visible. It's not visible. Yeah, little cloud over his cock. That's America's cock. Don't look at it. All right, what do we got on the docket today, boys? Huh? What do we got here?
From 50 for the win and a spot in the national championship game. It's on the way. No good. He hooked it. And George.
All right, dudes. Let's dive into it. All right, before we go through this film, I'm gonna need a little bit of a pick-me-up. So I'm gonna make I really didn't come up with a nickname for this drink before I made this video. The Ohio State semifinals of 2023 special. So 1 part chilled Tito's. You just drink that part of the Tito's, and the other parts of the drink go into your iced glass. That looks like a couple parts or something. And then this, what is this abomination here? Sweetened sparkling water. Okay, tangerine lime flavored. For the did they play in the Peach Bowl? Was that what it was called? For tangerines and peaches are kind of the same. Was it even the Peach Bowl? I don't fucking know. But cheers. You know, I was really worried that like the camera was gonna fall or something while I was doing that bit, and I was really worried that I was going to have to do multiple takes of it. But thank God I only had to do 1 take because I did not want to drink another shot of Tito's. What am I even doing? Oh yeah, we're not even watching the Ohio State game yet. It's coming later, folks. I gotta watch this first. I don't know what this is. I'm so interested though. I don't know what I expected. Oh, all right. Take a little sippy poo before I dive into this film. First play from Stetson Bennett we're taking a look at. Now, this was actually an interception, which it took me like 4 watches to realize it was an interception because I just assumed he caught the ball, so I kept rewinding it. Dime of a throw, first of all. Absolute dime of a throw. We got, I believe, a hitch down here. Slot fade up here. I think this is an option route. So you can go that way, you can go that way. Then we just got a go route. That was not an arrow. That's good enough arrow. So we got quick game concept on both sides. And when you have this kind of quick game concept on both sides of the field, it's the quarterback's job to pick a side of the field that he likes the most before the play. And if you have 2-on-2 over here, when you have a hitch and a slot fade, that's difficult to cover. I mean, I'm assuming this is kind of some kind of safety or not one of their like elite corners against a wide receiver on a slot fade. That's tough to cover. All right. So I like Stetson Bennett's choice to take the bottom side of the field. I wish I would have ran slot fades more often when I was in college and high school because it is so difficult to cover slot fade if you're in man coverage so let's take a go route, for example, right? You run a go route. One of like the big goals of running a go route and when you're trying to run the route is you want to give the quarterback room on the sideline to throw the football. So look at this receiver over here. I mean, there's basically only like 1 of 2 places that Stetson Bennett can possibly throw the ball, and it has to be an absolute dime. He could maybe throw a back shoulder to complete this. He could maybe like throw a dart like right here to complete this, but there's not a lot of room to throw the football because the receiver is so close to the sideline. Now, if you have a slot fade, it's a lot harder to get pushed into the sideline like that because obviously you're lining up, 15 yards away from the sideline. You have so much more room to lead them outside and away from the defender, and it is not an easy throw to make. This is a very, very, very good throw, and obviously the receiver just isn't able to make a play on it. But that is a very, very high-level, impressive throw and a good read from Stetson Bennett there. All right, next play from Stetson Bennett. I believe this is a play action where he tries to throw a little back shoulder, and he just didn't need to throw. Now, okay, so this ends up working out, of course. It's like the opposite of the last play where he throws a good ball and it gets intercepted. He throws a shitty ball here and it gets caught for a touchdown. So a little bit of payback on that. But I mean, look at the positioning of this defender right here. Stetson Bennett is, and I will say, if this was a situation where he had to throw a back shoulder football, this would be a very, very good back shoulder throw. However, he needs to arc this thing over the top, and this is going to get into something. This happens to him very frequently, and this is going to get into kind of a problem that I'm going to go over in my overall review of Stetson Bennett, my overall analysis of him. But he needs to throw this thing over the top because like he's just not going to be able to throw it through the defender and get to the receiver, even though I guess technically he actually did on this play. But yeah, not a great throw. It was some like I like the read. You know, you got one-on-one. Bowers, one of the best tight ends in college football, against, I believe this is a linebacker. I could be wrong. I believe this is a linebacker. Yeah, it is. Against a linebacker, I like the matchup. I like the decision to throw the football there. You don't have to throw a back shoulder in that situation. Now, this play is, you know, I said that I saw this problem quite a few times. Exact same issue here. He tries to throw another back shoulder ball to against number 2 again. So again, I like the matchup. You have a running back against a linebacker running on a rail route. Usually a pretty good recipe for success. We have what is called little 3 verts switch vertical. I believe this is the running. Yeah, this is the running back runs a rail up the sideline. And the DBs go with these, meaning you have one-on-one number 30 against number 2. The linebacker, pretty good matchup, pretty good recipe for success. And now I don't have a great camera angle of this, but it looks like he has him beat, right? I mean, like, I know number 2 jumps in to kind of catch the ball, but it looks like 30 had at least a step or 2 on him. If you just lead him over the top, he's probably gone, right? So, again, this is Stetson Bennett going to that back shoulder throw, which he is good at when it's needed. But this is him going to that back shoulder throw as a crutch when he doesn't necessarily need to. All right, well, now on to this game. I'm going to need a couple more drinks to get through this one. Listen, I hate when YouTubers are like, please like and subscribe and comment and share with 10 friends. I hate when people do that, but listen, as an Ohio State fan, I had to watch this game over again. I was at this game. I had to experience this game all over again. I think that deserves a little something, you know? It could even be a dislike. Fuck it. I don't care. All right, what do we got here? I think this is a good throw. I watched the whole game, but I don't have many plays from this game. All right. So, pretty good throw from Stetson Bennett here. Right? So this is a play we called Patriot when I was in college. I have no fucking idea what it's actually called, but we called it Patriot. I definitely don't think it's the right name. But we got a post route, and we got a dig here, and then I believe we have someone coming across. I don't know who it is. I think it's him. Running over here. Your read's going to be this post route number 1, dig route number 2, and this guy number 3. And he sees his number 1 read has just beat everyone deep, right? Now, I watched this live. I saw this happen in action, and number 11 here, the receiver, had both these DBs beat by like 5 yards, and Stetson kind of underthrew it. And again, that's going to go into something of my overall analysis of Stetson Bennett. But it still was a successful throw, but he does underthrow it, and I mean, that probably stops it from being a touchdown. But he does make the right read, smart decision, and he puts the ball in a catchable place, so you can't be, and obviously can't be unhappy about it. All right, excitingly, we have this stupid fucking ESPN graphic, like the most important drive of the game, and they decide to cover the screen with just statistics. Just show the fucking game, all right? I don't even need commentators to enjoy this. But Stetson Bennett here, throwing an absolute dime piece. This man's accurate, all right? I mean, there's no doubts about it. We got verts. We got these guys are man coveraged up. I believe this is a linebacker right here. I could be wrong, but I believe it's a linebacker. So what you're going to do on this play is you're going to find your one-on-one matchup, right? You have 2 verticals. You have what would be 3 defenders that could possibly cover those verticals. You're going to find the guy who's not double covered, and you're going to throw that one-on-one man coverage pass. Number 14 here doesn't get inside of this inside vertical. Therefore, Stetson Bennett can fit a pass into him. And it is a absolute doozy of a throw. But look at this. I mean, that's textbook. It's perfect. I will say, like, if he leads them maybe inside here, then he probably could catch it and then run. But like that's Drew Brees level accuracy. I'm not expecting that out of a 35-year-old college quarterback. But very impressive throw, very accurate, good with very smart with the football, good all around on Stetson there. But overall opinion on Stetson Bennett, is he just the mailman that happened to be able to throw the football, or is he going to be a hidden gem in this NFL draft? I think he's projected around like the 5th round or whatever. He was in the Heisman race. So a couple things on him. What he's really good at, he is very accurate. And he's very smart with the football. Besides those back shoulder throws that he keeps trying to fit in when he doesn't necessarily need to, he is very smart and very accurate with the football. Negatives of Stetson Bennett, obviously he's an undersized quarterback. He's only 5'11", and he has limited arm strength. And I think that plays in a lot to his desire to go to those back shoulder throws. When you're trying to throw those kind of long air ball go routes to receivers, you have to have some arm strength behind it. And I think that's kind of why he resorts to those. He can't get the ball downfield very far. Same thing with that post route against Ohio State. It seemed like he put all of his effort into that throw, and it was he underthrew the receiver by, probably 5 yards. So I really don't think he was asked to do a whole lot in his offense, and he didn't have to be a super flashy, super athletically gifted quarterback to be successful in that offense. He just had to be what he was. He had to be accurate with the football, and he had to be smart with the football. Now, where do I think this puts him with his NFL career? Is he going to be a long-term starter in the NFL? Is he going to wash out after 2 or 3 years? Honestly, I think best case scenario for Stetson Bennett is he is a long-term backup in the NFL. And hopefully a bunch of Georgia fans don't come after me with that, but I feel like most Georgia fans kind of have the same opinion, that that's kind of like the best that he can do in the NFL. But, when it comes to NFL quarterbacks, you can be short, you can have limited arm strength, and you can have limited athleticism. All right, I know that like he is, and it showed a lot in that TCU game, like he is more athletic than people think he is, but he's still like, it's not Bryce Young out there. Like he has limited compared to a top tier athlete at quarterback in the NFL. You can have any one of those 3 things and still be a successful, good quarterback in the NFL. However, you can't. It's really tough to have all 3 of those issues and still succeed at a high level in the NFL. So, personally, listen, man, like he had one of the best college careers of all time, Heisman Trophy finalist, two championships. He has done nothing but just win fucking football games. And I hope him all the best in his career, but in my absolutely useless opinion, I'll say I don't think he's going to be a major hidden gem in the NFL draft. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Hope you enjoyed, and